Let's see here. Okay, one more. Very similar for social media. This is kind of an amalgamation of several models I've seen. It's one that we put together: inactives, spectators, joiners, responders, ambassadors, and we are more likely to be ambassadors than any other demographic. Next slide. All right, and how do I know that? Well, Forrester, we will talk about our opinions online and very open about what's happening either on a personal level or a professional level. So the more engaged you are, the higher up. This is a Forrester report. They call their creators, I call them ambassadors, but this chart shows them as creators. The mainstream will index at about 12%. Non-Hispanic adults are indexing at 40%. So 3.5 times more likely to contribute to an article or to respond to it than the mainstream. Because the critics are those who are responding to, say, a blog posting or an article or a picture that's been uploaded. So if you understand what these segments' tendencies are, you'll be much better positioned to integrate your ads. Let's go down to slide 36. I'm going to talk about one more KPI and then give you one little small case study and I'll wrap up. All right, red herrings and golden nuggets. When you get down to, that's the slide, red herrings and golden nuggets. So I just wanted to introduce you to the concept, for those of you who are in the publishing industry, of something called content velocity. And this is a key performance indicator that goes well beyond clicks or anything like that. This is really the rate of change of what's happening, and it accommodates the longevity of the article. So if I have an article and it's been out there for, let's say, 6 months, of course it's going to have a lot of clicks. I might have an article also that might just have gone up today, but it did not get a lot of clicks, but it was in, say, a very low ranking or position within my website. It was kind of hidden, it wasn't in a spot that's highly visible. Content velocity is a fraction that accommodates the length of the time that the article has been alive with its relative placement on the page. And when you do that fraction, what you get is something that kind of feels like an acceleration variable. So how often is this content being viewed? And what's its relative worth? And if you can calculate the content velocity on your website, you're going to be able to promote articles that are very high quality, but that aren't getting a lot of traffic. And you'll want to promote those to the top of your web page. So let's take a look at someone who's done that very well. Next slide. Okay, so there's a couple of examples of how content velocity is calculated, but let's take a look at the Dailymotion case study, and I'll take it from here. You've been pretty good at the back reading my mind. So Dailymotion, a lot of videos on this website. The challenge was that they wanted to increase the number of registered users, and they know that the longer their audience is watching the videos and engage with the website, the more attractive they are to their advertisers. So what they did is implemented a solution, and there's a lot of these on the market, but I'm going to talk about a solution from Omniture and the Adobe Suite, which is called Test and Target, which, if you're looking to do conversion optimization, this is the type of category of software you're probably considering, where they were able to take information about segments that they knew of who were visiting the website, and then present the most popular area over there on the right based on that segment. Now, based on these segments that we just talked about language or about family use of the social media, if you have the Open Graph and the Open API with Facebook, you can capture a lot of the segments that I just talked about, and understanding IP addresses or understanding information about whether this is a Spanish preferred browser or not, and present a category here that's called an M box or a marketing box, just a region on the page, and you can dynamically fill that with the information based on that segment. So the results here, it did what we expected it to do, increased user engagement, and gave advertisers a lot more confidence in the traffic that the advertiser was presumably purchasing. So the concept here is that before you come up with conversion optimization strategies, don't try to build this pyramid from the top block down. Try and build it based on the data up. Okay, and that's the key takeaway. And if you start with the data, That data will inform your decisions. You can benchmark against your historical performance, or you can use some of the benchmarking tools that are out there. And once you understand that, you're in a position to offer advice to your clients, to do product recommendation tools like we talked about, and to create new innovations and new experience and become a trusted advisor in providing that for your web users. So, thanks. That concludes my remarks.